Ребятушки, всем привет, добро пожаловать на канал Game Tactic. Продолжаем проходить Хогвартс Наследие. Кто пьет чаек и кушает, всем приятного, а мы продолжаем. Всем приятного просмотра. Так, идемте отправимся. Занятия по травологии, да? Тем самым по пути, как всегда, ищем. О. Интересно, как это открыть? Маш. Ты пойми. Ладно, погнали. Это эти пыльные камни. У меня задание еще было. Надо смотреть в оба. Когда мы можем эти замки открывать? Интересно. Что там пиздите? Так, вроде пока ничего не видать. Упс. Бля, где же эти камушки? О, огонь, да? Батя, как достать? Ты пиздишь там. Нахуй. Бля, я не достаю. Ну прикол. Интересно. Интересно. Ой, а там что? Что там такое? Интересно. Так. Это не вот этот или камень? Случайно. Верим. А, вон огонь этот. А, это что у нас? А, это замок, ебать. Да как тебя достать-то? Инсендио. Достает, падла. Может, потом я прокачаю это умение, как-то оно будет дальше стрелять. Пока что унылое говно. Ревелио. А тут что у нас? Понял, принял. Ладно, погнали. Так, сюда. Сверно. Так. Нихуя не видать. Так, чё тут? Чё тут? Нихуя не видать.
Revelio.
Хорошенечко осмотримся. Оу, маэстро. Прикольно играешь.
Revelio.
Ревелио. Замок. Так, мы походу почти пришли. Так, погнали. Теперь сюда.
Revelio.
Тут что у нас интересно есть что? О, растения. Тут довольно-таки прикольная локация. Опять замок ебучий. Оу, май. Ладно, пока сюда не будем заходить. Пойдем сюда сходим. Типа на день перемотали. Начать задание.
Good morning, Professor Garlic. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bowl. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root.
Going
Accio.
Accio.
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Вытягиваем мандрагору. Оба! Нихуя себе. Прикольно он кричит. Давай его, сука, суй в горшок. О.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo!
Эро. Блять, охуенно, хуя так сломался.
I'm very sorry
Хуякся,
about that.
махнул палочкой, но
Yours was
все
a bit
починилось.
mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now for our next task,
Чё
we'll be
нахуй?
planting
Обучился?
Disney at our parting.
Revelio.
You can all get started. I need to have
Здорово,
a brief
мужик.
word with our new student.
Пойдем побазарим.
I wonder
Давай
if
спиздим
hippogriffs like
растения.
knotgrass.
Здорово, тетя. Профессор Чесноук.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Мне понравилось.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Pick them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Так.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital
Маленький
ingredient
стенд
of the
для посадки.
Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from
Взаимодействовать.
Professor Sharp's class.
Вот у меня есть бадьян. Листья этого лекарственного растения применяются при приготовлении рябинового отвара. Семена бадьяна можно приобрести в магазине волшебного брюква, а можно выращивать в горшке любого размера. Время выращивания 10 минут. Ебать, что так долго-то? Так. Ебать, и что, ждать 10 минут и ебанутый, что ли?
Well done!
Отличная
Once it can be
работа.
harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Кусается, говоришь?
Hello.
Здорово, брат.
Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be
приятно
showing you the Chinese
познакомиться, братан.
chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but you'll lead.
Это я должен вперед
Nice
идти.
work in defense against the dark arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with
Excuse me?
Sebastian. And he's good.
Так,
Thinks he's
соберемся.
really good. But you outright
Все
smoked him.
пригодится в
Brilliant.
хозяйстве, так сказать.
Oh. Well,
Так, денежка.
thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight.
Так,
We
что тут у
Gryffindors
нас?
fight with honor.
Ещё
You know
выше
that, of course.
есть лестница. А нам надо вниз.
Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cab. Go on, grab a few of those
Так,
cabbages.
мы
Now, see
собираем
that dummy? Just toss the
капусточки.
cabbages at it.
Это
They'll
что
do the
такое?
rest.
Что надо делать?
Revelio.
Побазарить с тобой? Удерживать этапы, нажмите, чтобы открыть капусту. Вот это что ли? И чё? Надо капустой кидаться. Допустим.
Look at that.
Ха, прикол.
They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum
Прикольно.
planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and Deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back.
Revelio.
Прикольно. А забрать можно? Эй, ты чё? Обостралась при виде меня. Ага, хуй, да?
Levioso.
Хуй. Так, братан, пойдем.
Revelio.
О, тут можно есть. Что-то прочитать. Это гигантское дерево стоит в центре теплицы Хогвартса. Есть. Его система корней столь же глубока и запутана, как подземелье самой школы. Базара нет. Пошли сюда. Возвращаемся в класс. Учителю. Здорово, чеснок.
Terribly sorry, Mr.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Много пользы.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Так, занятия по травологии мы завершили.
Relishing their new pot only cost me my damned hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first
4 минуты.
That goes
Бадьян.
for plants as well as friendships. Kindness
Ебать,
and
4 минуты
concern
целых ждать.
are
Ребят,
in the greenhouse as in the great
это
hall.
пиздец. Так, ребят, не стал вас томить, за кадром подождал, пока она вырастет. Теперь мы можем его взять. И еще, блять, 9 минут. Да ну нахуй. Ну мы одно взяли, 5 взяли. Так, погнали. Дальше.
Revelio.
Ревелио. Что там у нас по заданиям? Заданица. Занятие по зельеварению. Мы его прошли же. Еще дальше там что-то есть. Всем откройся.
Revelio.
Ревелио. Так. В принципе, не особо далеко. Все равно побегать интереснее. Искать какие-то секреты, нежели перемещаться по карте.
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school
Так,
after the
что там?
incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
Что-нибудь подслушаем, интересное? Нет? Ну да ладно. Так. Это что, мы на ночь перемотались, что ли? Начать занятие.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Так, ну давайте чё. Без Б. Сейчас что-нибудь
Use
заварим.
a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Так. Сок бурлакомля. Так. Помешаем. Так.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Интересненько. Интересненько,
My
интересненько.
parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Ну ты спрашиваешь.
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes. We met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
Я могу
I'll
достать
get you
это
the
перо.
Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Ну давай.
Remember,
Revelio.
precision is key.
Их дворяне. Так. Что тут еще спиздить можно? А вот и перышко это. Прикольно. Прикольно, прикольно. Так, а что тут еще блестело-то? Открыто. Ладно. Давай. Подойдем сначала к этому чувачку.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Так.
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
Давай. Рябиновый отвар. Недостаточно. Вот это можно приготовить. Зелье Эдурус. Ну давай. Время варки небольшое.
And
Так
now
что
we add
мы
the mallow
подождем.
sweet and
Revelio.
that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
Какая-то монетка. О, ладно. Нихуя он там салют устроил.
Well done, Gareth.
What
Так.
now, Mr. Weasley?
Нормально,
Sorry,
приготовили.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
Так.
I brewed an Adurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
Помогай мистеру Уизли творить хаос. Не понимаю, о чем вы?
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Professor.
You will not earn favor with me by failing to take responsibility for your actions. I suggest you heed my warning. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Урок окончен. Мракоборцы составляют основу правоохранительной системы Министерства магии. Они защищают волшебный мир от всех видов угроз, особенно от темной магии. Этот значок мракоборца принадлежит профессору Шарпу. Это мой стол, где я могу варить всякую хрень, да? Понял, принял.
Revelio.
Что тут еще есть? Так, задание. Нихуя себе тут топать. Так, мы вышли на улицу. Красотень. Кто-то стоит. Интересно, сюда можно зайти?
Revelio.
Какой-то сундучок. Это что, сортир какой-то, блядь? Что это за... Что тут вопрос какой-то горит? Можно было бы предложить это, что это набор инструментов следует заколдовать, чтобы использовать для создания всевозможной мебели для уютной хижины любых, даже самых невероятных размеров. Интересно. Выход в другом месте, да? Тут две двери. О, прикольно. Так, ладно, погнали. А что тут за пещера какая-то или что это? Оба. О. Тут нашел. Что горит? Так. Иди сюда, родной кубик. Опс. Что дальше? Огонь. Нарисован. Сим-Сим, откройся. Так. Ревелио. Сундучок. Шерстяной шарф. Не густо. Это тут нарисовано, какая-то хрень. Все, что ли? Больше тут ничего нету. Ребят, погнали дальше. Плыли. А куда-то сюда по заданию. Вон еще какой-то чувак стоит. Собираем этих пиявок. Да, пойдем, сходим. Горо, брателла.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Revelio.
Так.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Здесь. Что происходит? Ага. Я смотрю, тут у нас куча сундучков.
Archie, I don't have time to argue. I've told you repeatedly not to stray far from home, especially when I'm inside with your little sister.
But you should see them, Mummy. They're beautiful. These horses with wings.
Oh, that's enough. I'm too tired for your stories today.
Revelio.
You stay right here where I can see you. Now, why don't you do some more drawings for me?
Very well, Mummy.
Мами. Так. Куча всякого барахлишка лежит. Так, а что-то еще тут пропустил, что ли? Это вот здесь вот. О. А что, она где-то под землей, что ли?
Revelio.
Кто-то что-то припрятал. Бля! Нихуя себе.
Revelio.
Так. Давай сюда. Да тут дохуя с кем попиздеть можно.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
А, тут закрыто, да? Так, давай сначала... А, это купец какой-то. Что продаем?
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
О чем говорят в городе?
Any whispers going about the town?
You may have noticed we have a bit of a rivalry with Upper Hogsfield. Not much to it, but we're still the better of the two Hogsfields. Better than most other places too.
Can you tell me a bit about yourself?
Oh, let's see. Well, I am Lower Hogsfield's preeminent potioneer. But I was once a lowly Hogwarts student like you. In fact, I'll give you the Hogwarts discount. It's the standard price. My prices are low enough already, you see.
What do you have for sale?
I sell only potions and their ingredients. If you can't fix it with a potion, then it's best left broken, I say. My ingredients are all local to this area, and my potions are brewed to keep you healthy and safe.
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today?
Зелье, которое я варил.
Ah, yes, a wonderful choice.
Давай купим что. В принципе, я и так могу купить все, да?
I hope to see you again sometime.
Так, интересно. Очки, да? Защита 29. Устень. Надел. Так. Вот это прикольно. Каять. Такое себе. Дарно. Особо много прибавляет.
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
Надо продать все говно не нужно.
What can I help you with today?
Продать предметы.
I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you.
Продать.
I hope to see you again
Всё,
sometime.
братуха.
Revelio.
Так, погнали. Идем к этому.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would...
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life.
you'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ranrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you?
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
Has Ranrock's lot ever attacked you like this before?
They've been taunting and threatening me for a while now. But they've always believed that violence is the only way to get what they want. Things have taken a much darker turn of late. Ranrock is getting more powerful, and his loyalists know it. They feel untouchable. Ranrock assumed that all goblins would agree to follow him, but he was wrong. Many of us would like a diplomatic end to the discord with wizard kind.
You mentioned that your paintings were taken. Are you a painter?
I am. It's my calling, though most would think it an unusual path for a goblin. Most of my family work in metal, or associated with Gringotts. I'd wager my finest brush that Ranrock's lot have no appreciation for any of my work, and it'll be tossed aside for kindling. Without my carts and my livelihood, who knows when I'll be able to paint again?
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you.
Revelio.
Wish it had been under better circumstances.
Так, здесь что-то у нас.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arn.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be serious.
Enough out of you.
Ты какой дерзкий.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Me?
Incendio.
Да. Что, пацаны? Акио.
Incendio.
Ты, блядь.
Oh, what's the light
Еще
going
кто?
in your eyes?
Предводитель банды. Лови!
Incendio.
Presumption.
Съели?
What on earth just happened?
Revelio.
I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Смотрите. Давай побазарим.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Так, давай посмотрим, что тут у нее.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swirl.
Revelio.
Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swirl, and we'll see what happens.
А где эта сладкость? Не то. А, можно просто так бросить.
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Revelio.
Что делать? А, поджечь, что ли?
Incendio.
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sing.
Merlin's beard! How beautiful!
Прикольно.
What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Прикольно. Новый уровень. Фига она как чемодан сложила, прикольно. И свалила.